I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm 31 years old. I hold a bachelor master degree in chemistry, and my spare time I like to go for a walk. I spend time in contact with nature, and I love reading. Nowadays, I've been reading some books in English, and my aim in Talk and Talk is to level up my speaking skills.
Very nice, very nice. So you're in the right place, Bruna. We're going to improve our speaking skills here, and not only that, but our processing hearing stuff and to learn new words, even though we don't know the meaning of a word specifically, but we're going to learn it by the context without actually trying to translate it. Okay. So, guys, as you already may seen, today we're talking about being successful. And let's begin with question number one. Jardel, how do you personally
Okay,
define success?
okay. We can define success in in two as in two contexts. One context, usually for the man's, for example, is a job context. The man's need the success or or fight for this more success is more common to men talk about the success in the work because I don't know, that is interest about the man. But I really enjoy other success because in the other hand we can get a success with a strong family. When people get a strong family or good relationships or can control yourself, that is a really and true success for me because we can see people around the world like I don't know in English but in Portuguese monge, that people to me are successfully people because we have a different life and we can control yourself is a true and is a key for the success to me is that.
Very nice, very interesting. So, Bruna, do you agree with Jardel? What do you think?
I think it's a good point that he raised, and I think it's society uh, need to rethink some what do you mean by success, because nowadays if you are influential and you draw a lot of attention of people, if you are rich, wealthy, if you get a car and this kind of stuff, you are success. But you are success if you, for example, if you go to your work, do a lot of tasks, if you hand out some essays, if you finish your activities, if you have a contact with your colleague, if you support your colleague, support your team. Oh, and in this way, these little things are successful too. You finish your day, you complete your tasks, you have a relationship with the other person, with your colleagues, you build up some kind of relationships. I think it's not, we don't have to uh, have big achievements. We have a big achievements, okay, we love it. But some things, some simple things, need to be more. Um, when you, I don't know how to say, how to put this word, but you have to give more attention to these simple things, because this part of your life. Went to home, have contact with your family, have your family, like Jardel said, you have your family here expecting for you. You talk to your parents, your other persons you live. This is successful too.
Very nice. I very much agree with you, and I think that's a very beautiful definition of success because work is only a part of our life, as so as its family, as so as it's your friends, as so as it your own personal stuff, not involving other people. So it's only one of the structures of our lives. Duda, what about you?
For me, I think success means being happy. And for me, being happy is having a full family. Uh, as a romantic person, I think being happy is find out real love for your life. So it's say I, for example, I want to be a mom in 6 years or 5 years. So I I think I will be in the higher level of my only our how can I say my I will be in the higher level of my success when I have a kid. So I think success is having a good family, and being happy.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's it. For me, success is also being aligned with your goals and with your dreams. It's not about getting up in the end of the line with your goals, achieving it, but getting to know that you're in the process of achieving your dreams, of achieving your goals. For example, you wanna speak English fluently, like an advanced level of English. Success is not only speaking advanced English, but it's been here every day trying to fulfill the path that you're going to make through the process of learning. Success is waking up every day and walking towards your goals and having people that you care and you love around you and you deliver the best of you and understand that the people you really care they feel loved by you and you feel loved by the people who you care about. That is the most important part of success for me. So walking towards of my objectives in life is success. It's of course it's not always rainbows and butterflies in this path, but this is life. It's not a straight way. We have ups and downs, but the main point here is to remember your main goal. You don't have to have everything cleared up in life, but just getting to know that you're being a good person for the people who surround you and also being aligned to your goals, even at work, but not only at work. You get it? So let's see another question, guys. Number 3, Bruna, who is someone you consider successful and why? It can be anyone, somebody in your family, friend, somebody famous.
Hi. Um, from my perspective, my parents are successful people. They achieve so much in life. They raise me. They give me everything they can, and more than they had in your time in their times. And it's also an example for me with a personality and work as a team, work as a couple, um, more than a family, how to build a family, how to have a good relationship, a good friendship with the other persons in their lives. Um, how to be a good how to be a good son, a good daughter for my grandparents, and I think I learned about how they live their lives, uh, uh, how they achieve something, not only physical things, not only a house, not only this kind of things, this in this some superficial way. It's important too, but how they achieve some things in their life, in the surrounds, the people around them. Um, it's, it's kind of this. I think they are the best example for success for me.
That's very beautiful. It's very nice to hear that, especially because it's easy. I can say we as kids, we see their parents with other points of view because it's hard to raise children. It's very hard to be responsible for someone else to raise a human being. So it's very nice to see that you have them as an example of success because, yeah, I guess our parents, they do the best they can with the means they have and the information they have to raise the kids. So it's very important to recognize their effort and to see them as person who love us the most and who wants the best for us. That's very nice, Bruna. Thank you. Jardel, what about you?
Okay. Well, I can think about my friend. I have a friend and I start the university with him. And we started the university together and like a 5 semester I transfer my course to Curitiba from Medianeira and
Mm-hmm.
he transfer but he transfer for other course because we don't have a specific possibility to transfer to equal course, for example, electrical engineer. And that that's create a problem for him and and they and he stopped the course because he don't like the other course like electronic engineer. But but he have strong goals and he starts to DevOps engineer, starts to AT and become as a senior and become and get your first job in Brazil and learn English. And today he have a international job and get your money, get a strong life. I really enjoy your life. I really enjoy his life, him life because we live in Florianopolis, like in the beach, around the beach, and and we have difficult in the life, but he got he, him goals or he goals and work hard for that. That is a strong, successful life for me.
That's very nice. That's very nice. It's also a very interesting story about what is success. A great example for us that it's like I said before, it's not a straight path to success. You go through ups and downs and many downs on the road. And it's like the capacity that we have to get up and still go on towards the main goal, the main dream you have, even though you have so many difficulties on the way. That's very nice.
Yes.
Duda, and you?
I think a success person for me, it's my father, and it's not about money. It's about being happy. Because no matter what happened, my father is happy in every moment of his life. He's happy. He always smile and he always is doing the best for me and my little sister. He's a lovely father, and like he would change the world, the whole world, if my sister and I meet it. So for me, this is success.
Ah, very beautiful, guys. I'm loving the the responses because yeah, that's it. And it's always great to have a person like that, Duda, especially when it's your father in your life, because a lot of things happen daily in our lives, and as we grow older, the process and the difficulties they grow, the life becomes very more complicated, I can say. And it's important to have those people who are always in a not always in a good mood, but they're always looking in the bright side, and they always lifting you up even though something made you upset, and they are always talking to you to getting you up and keep you walking forward. That's very nice. Let me see, guys. Bruna, do you believe in luck as a factor in success?
Um, I don't believe in luck. I believe you put a effort in something, you set some aim, and you do whatever it takes to get this. If you are a person drive by challenge, you focus on something and you do whatever it takes. For example, English, you can listen in YouTube, podcast, read. You use the tools in your hands, and if you learn, you build up some vocabulary. You try to speak with the other person, and even if you are not that advanced, you try, you put an effort, and is in this way you will achieve success, your personal success, your definition of success. And you have this mind of a go-getter. You need this, you get this, and you go for it. And I think that's it. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe, oh, this coincidence, this thing happen in your life. You know, you have a credit for it too. You work really hard for it, and it's not only a coincidence. And sometimes you know people can know other people, and the way is more easy. It can help you out in some kind of psychological stuff when you work together, and like talk and talk, you talk with other people, you can work together, is more easy, but you have effort in this. I don't believe in luck.
Very nice, very nice. Duda, do you agree with Bruna or do you believe in luck?
In part, I sometimes we can be in the right place, the right hour. So for me, that's like sometimes. I have an example. In my first job, I I could say that I had some luck because I was in the right place in the right hour, and I met my chief. I don't know how to say chef in English, and I met him, and he got me a job. So I think I I was a good employer, but in that moment that I met him, I think I had luck. So maybe in your life, in our life, you can get to know someone who has a lot of power, and if you're a good person, he could like call you for working with him or her. And if you have the luck to meet this person, yeah, it's kind of thing will happen. So it's kind of, for me, it's kind of luck. So
Very nice, very nice. Jardel, which side are you? What do you believe in, luck or not?
Okay, I believe in luck because some people have luck. I can't explain that, but some people had a good luck. But I don't believe the luck become or is a factor to the success. The success is more big, is more difficult. We can get a luck and get a opportunity, but if you need continuing that opportunity. For example, we can get a job for and for example, we can lie in the CV and the CV and get a job, but we that is a that is like a luck. But with you, if we can work hard and create the success or create the things in the work, we forget the work, forget that job. And I believe the success is more important. Work hard. When the people work hard for the success, the people can do this. And I think, in other hand, the people have some people have a more facility to make something, but that is not okay. Also, that is not okay because we can see examples around the world like people with big success. We can consider big success like Elon Musk and CR7 or Cristiano Ronaldo. That peoples have success but work hard. If you get a real history, real history about that people, they work hard, very hard to get the something, to get the things in your life and create great things. That is my point.
Very nice. Very nice. Guys, this is my favorite point here. It's when a question gives so many different answers. It's very nice to share different points of view. A lot of things to say about that, but first of all, I believe in hard work, in effort, and dedication. But I also believe that these three things and so many others, they don't lead you to success specifically if you do a lot of hard work and wake up very early every day and to stay up at night till late. It's not only it, because you can say people who wake up at 4 a.m., take 2, 3 buses to go to work and go home late every day, they don't work hard enough. They do work very hard, sometimes much harder than people who is very successful and have a lot of money. But it's not about that. I believe that luck is a very important um, variable in success, but with only luck, you're not going to be successful. But when you have hard work, dedication, and putting effort and stuff, and it meets luck, you go to a very important place. You can reach success through that. It's a point where one thing has to meet another. So it can lead you in so many different directions. And this is only a big example about life-changing story that I'm seeing, but I believe that in little stuff in our daily lives we can get luck because we don't control almost nothing in our lives. So that's a bunch of random stuff going on that we don't control, and it can be either good or bad, or they can be none of them. Not everything has to be or good or bad. Some things they just happen and it's okay. So that being said, I do believe in luck, and I do believe that it's an important, not important, but I can say a big thing that changes your path through success. But with only luck, you don't go anywhere because you have to be prepared when you find luck. You have to put hard work before the luck finds you or don't. So it's very important. One other comment about you were saying, Jardel, about the Cristiano Ronaldo or even Elon Musk. Yeah, they are very, very, very hard workers and they are very, very intelligent. But if you really look through their early history is not only that. They have a history that changes everything, that if you put them and you put people who have the same effort, you can say, or the same abilities, they wouldn't be where they are today, Elon Musk, for example, if they had the path the past that they had. Because Elon Musk, for example, he was a very, very, very rich guy since the beginning. So he has the uh, bridges that led him to where he is today. It's not only hard work, it's also luck, and it's also a rich family that he has. So it's not diminishing his achievements or diminishing his intelligence, but I know that it's important for us to look that and not try to compare ourselves or anyone else about the people that we look as successful people, because we come to such a different pasts, we come to such a different families, so it's hard to try to follow someone leads and try to have the same achievement, try to have the same success. For example, I believe success is such a personal thing that we have to build in our own path.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, and I think we can see for that specific people, said specific people like Elon Musk, and not compare with yourself, but we can get specific things about him and implement in our lives. Because, for
Yeah,
example,
sure.
Elon Musk, I see a specific appointment or Elon Musk appointment, and he said, I work 120 hours per week to improve my companies, and that is what for me that is a expensive time, and he he used your time to your work, and I think I can't expand my 120 hours per week to my work, but I can get that and think about spend time to get something or to get and to work for my goals.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's very important for us all, I believe, to have someone that we admire or someone we look as a person of success, for us to get inspiration, to have
Yes.
people that you look for inspiration. But it's also a trap to use someone as in an altar, for example, and see, and how can I say that, and not look all the way about the good and the bad that the people do. For example, let's say something a little bit more difficult that people try to run about, but just in general, politics, for example. Sometimes people in general they use politicians as somebody that they just look, oh, that person is so amazing, and because they agree with some parts, but they try to fold their eyes about the mistakes and the things that people don't agree, and people just looking in the good part. But we're human beings. The person can be good in this, and the person can have a poor opinion about something else. The person can have a poor behavior about some other things. So it's important for us to look as it is in general, not only the bad part, but not only the good part as it. You understand? Just to have people as inspiration, but not make them goddess or gods, because there is not the case.
To like to see the bigger picture of the situation.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Bruna, to see the bigger picture of the situation. Not on, because when we get too close, we have just a tiny view about someone or a situation. And that's very hard because we don't see the reality as it is. So let's see one more question, guys. Do you wanna choose one? Anyone? You can choose a question. Let me see. Number 14, let's go. Bruna, can someone be successful without recognition from others?
I think so. I think you can be successful if you don't need the if you can, if you don't need the opinion of the other people to be success to consider yourself success. You have to your own mind, you have to your own manners of evaluation of your life, what you achieve, what you in the past, what kinds of things you sacrifice for to be here today. And I think you don't need it's okay to have a feedback in your work or whatever you're with your friends, what your friends has to say about you, or how as a friend, as a colleague, or how your family says what your family say about you as a daughter, as a granddaughter. But it's you have to you have to bear in mind that your evaluation is important too. For someone, you'll be successful if you are an influential person, if you draw a lot of attention, if you get attention of all other people. But you don't need that. You don't need it to be influenced. You don't need to be famous. If you can, if you like, okay, but you don't need that. What is successful for you? That's where you have to focus. Success for me is related to my family, is related to my work. It's even in career, even in the LinkedIn. If you if you stop and learn and read the comments and read the feed, you question yourself. Am I success? Am I success in my career? Am I success achieve these things? Do I need a recognition? This person, this professional, but you have to go back and see what your path to be here today. What things you sacrifice? What's your background? What's your how to say your history, your background, your life? How many peoples you meet in this period? How many people you help? How many people help you? How many people in work ways of life you know? And these kind of things you have to focus. And main in this type of platform in LinkedIn, since how things are very wonderful. Someone is wonderful. This career is um, go. How do I say this kind? These careers are rocky, and you have to go back to your life, go back to your history, your background, read and remember, and this activity to do this activity that remember reminiscence all your achievements, all the way your path, your journey to be here today.
So it's like you got the words out of my mouth. I really, really, really agree with you. So what about you guys? Duda, do you agree with her?
I think it depends. Me, for example, I couldn't be a successful person if I doesn't have some feedbacks. I'm a person who needs feedback. I I think sometimes I can go wrong if I haven't feedback. I need to sometimes I need to know if I'm doing the right choice, if I'm going in the right place. Now, like in my career, sometimes I need to sit with someone and ask if I'm doing right. I need to do something better. I need to improve something, I did say, for me, it's like I am, I don't know how can I say it in English, like, but I am moving the for free. Like, I think the bullying, this kind of thing, didn't work for me. Like, if I didn't have the
Your microphone is closed. Like,
Thank you. So, what about you, Jardel?
okay, to me, success. I believe in the truth. The success is totally relative for the people. For example, I one people can say you have a success if you become a doctor, but I can think I really like or I really enjoy data engineer. If you become, if you crash your doctor degree and get a new bachelor in data science, you can be more successfully. And that is totally relative. The people have success, and I think the success you can say about yourself and get the different success. We can get the different success in different aspects and think and enjoy the success, enjoy the parts of the history. That is the truth for me. That is the truth for me.
Okay, very nice. So, talking specifically about jobs, careers, work, I believe that success depends a lot, as Jardel said, because, for example, uh, in my case, Victoria, I really don't need recognition from others in work and other stuff. And I'm not talking about feedback stuff. I believe feedback is very important in everything that we do in our life because we have to, it's important for us to have that outside view that somebody more experienced has their eyes looking for us if we're going through the right direction or not. It's very important, very, very important, especially at work. But recognition from others, for example, I'm okay at my job. I don't need recognition. I really need the recognition, the company, not my name, not Victoria, but the company to grow and to reach a nice position in the market. But if my dream were, if I had the dream to be an actress, for example, in order to be successful, they have to be recognized by others. A big actress, a big actor, or a great singer, somebody who has a band. There are specific careers, I believe, that the success is directly connected to outside recognition. So that's something important. A football player, for example, a football player is only, not only, but is highly successful if they are highly recognized through the world, not only through people who really enjoys soccer, for example. Let's say about the Brazilian guys, Ronaldo Fenômeno, Ronaldinho Gaúcho, Neymar, they are great soccer players, and success in this specific field is that there are other great players, but they are not as well known as the some others, you know. So it depends a lot, I believe, in the profession, and it depends a lot on the individual itself to define success for them themselves. But there are some professions I believe that it's very important to have outside recognition in order to be successful. Oh, Duda lost the connection, I believe. That's a pity. Guys, so let's go to one last question. We have 10 minutes left. Let me choose another one. Number 9, Bruna, do you think success requires sacrifice? If so, what kind?
Many sacrifice the time you spend. Sometimes, if you are in university college, for example, you have to study for a lot of tests. You have to get a top grade, or learn more about this subject, and you don't spend a lot of time with your family, with your friends. You have to make the sacrifice, and this in the future you get a degree. You will be very happy about it, but you regret sometimes when the time you don't spend with this kind of this person specific. You don't have that person anymore, and this is a sacrifice you made. It's a conscientious sacrifice. Sometimes it's necessary. You don't want to, but you love learn, you love these things, but you don't want to make the sacrifice, but you know you need it, and sacrifice a lot the time, sacrifice in the money. Sometimes you have to save money. You really want to travel in the Europe, in the other countries, but you have to save money for the other thing you think you need the most. You have to prioritize some kind of things. You have to I really focus in this aim, in this aim. I have to what do I think to sacrifice? You have to prioritize. You have to rearrange. Sometimes you want some stuff, some little stuff, but you think to yourself, no, I need to save this money because I have to invest this money in other thing. And with this thing, I'll get I don't know, I improve my English. I can improve another ability. I need to enroll this course to improve another ability, in Excel, for example. And I think life is made of sacrifice. Sometimes you see, if you want to achieve something, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, I really agree with that. Life's made of sacrifice. Adulthood is all about sacrifices. And I think for you to, in order to reach a goal or to reach a dream or something that you really want, let's put in a mid-term or a long term, it's about sacrifices. It's very hard to reach something without some level of sacrifice. Sometimes they're very big, sometimes they have bigger responses, and sometimes they are smaller sacrifices. But it depends a lot on our for it depends a lot who we are. It depends a lot on our financial position. It depends a lot about our history, our moment in our life, because just like you said, in order to save money for a big trip or something that you want to study abroad, for example, if you have a very small budget, it's going to be a bigger sacrifice to save money. But if your budget is a little more okay, more chill, it's also going to be a sacrifice, but not so big. If we try to compare, it's not fair to make a comparison like that, but I believe that it depends a lot, but it's always about bigger or smaller sacrifices in general. And you, Jardel?
Well, I think we need sacrifice, first of all, the time to get a better life or to get better opportunities. But we can say about the other thing. Usually in Brazil, we can or we need expend more time than other countries to get a equal thing. And I think some people have a low sacrifice to get the things to get a better life, and that's so strange. But we can and we need to say about that because I don't know, we can we need to change the world or get a I don't know, go to the other country to get a better life because in Brazil it's so hard. We need sacrifice, or some peoples in Brazil need sacrifice your life and like your entire life to get a simple thing. That is crazy to me.
That is very crazy because the amount of time we have to spend working in order to buy a cell phone is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Like a cell phone that they spend like a comparison. I don't know exactly numbers, just a general comparison. Like outside there, people work for a week, for example, to buy a cell phone. Here, some people have to work like 1 to 3 months to buy one cell phone. So that's very crazy and very sad for
Yes.
us. But that's life. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're heading to the end of the immersion. I'm going to send the survey link here just to remember you. It's an anonymous survey where you can write anything you want, like suggestions about topics you want to talk about in the next immersion. You can leave a comment about something you thought that it should improve, you didn't like so much, something that you like and you wanna to keep happening. So you can write about anything. It's very important for Talk and Talk and for me those suggestions so we get better every day. So I really ask you to answer it. And I want to thank you, Jardel and Bruna and Duda, who's not here anymore, for the great conversation, guys. I had a lot of fun with you. And I hope to see you again more often here because I really enjoy talking to you.
I really enjoyed
Enjoy
talking to
too.
you. Thanks for that opportunity. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope to see you next week. Have a great end of the weekend. Bye bye.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
guys.